Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, we begin with the storm watch. Rain may cause minor flooding in southern New Hampshire, snow likely up north. With more on this, let's go to meteorologist Mike Haddad with your video.
Dr. Robert Marshall and the team at Aesthetic Dental Center are proud to offer Invisalign, the popular clear alternative to braces that is changing people's lives.
At Aesthetic Dental, I've had the Invisalign procedure done. I really enjoy coming to Aesthetic Dental, and they just make it really simple. I'm extremely happy with my decision to get Invisalign.
This month only, get $500 off an Invisalign procedure at Aesthetic Dental Center. Call Aesthetic Dental Center at 603-224-1743 or visit aestheticdentalcenter.com.
Sunshine fading behind clouds as we go through the afternoon, and the next system eventually approaching. This system looks like mainly rainfall for the southern half of the state, while the farther north you go, especially up through the mountains and the great north woods, after any sort of initial mix, looks like it is going to be snowfall, and some of that could be heavy later tonight and very early tomorrow morning. 40s out there this afternoon, but then fading into the 30s this evening in the North Country. You can see the progression of the rainfall literally on the doorstep, and we probably get through the evening commute without much more than just a light shower here or there. But then later into the evening, the precipitation picks up and turns heavier. It is snow in the North Country, while it is heavy rain in southern areas. We have a flood watch posted for southern parts of the state with the higher rivers and streams as they are now. While farther north, it could be several inches of accumulation before changing over to a mix or rain as it starts to wrap up and the system continues to lift north with slightly milder air aloft. It does look like the precipitation winds down tomorrow morning, maybe ending as a few snowflakes up north, and then as skies clear for the afternoon, the winds pick up and gust out of the west and northwest at times over 35 miles an hour. Still breezy Saturday night, still breezy Sunday, but with full sunshine. Temperatures, though, hard-pressed to get much above 40. As a matter of fact, most locations only in the 30s on your Sunday afternoon, and that doesn't even factor in the wind. So late day rain for southern areas. Otherwise, the trend is for the clouds to continue to increase and thicken. We'll still be in the 40s tomorrow after the rainfall winds down with clearing skies and gusty winds for southern areas, while the snow or mixture wraps up in the North Country. Sunshine and a more reliable day on Sunday with a breeze, which continues into Monday.
Okay, and there you go on that weather video and report from meteorologist Kevin Skaripa. New Hampshire judge orders Amazon to give echo recordings in double homicide case. A judge has ruled that New Hampshire authorities investigating the stabbing death of two women can examine recordings made by an Amazon Echo speaker with the Alexa voice assistance. Timothy Verley of Dover is accused of first-degree murder in the death of 48-year-old Christine Sullivan and 32-year-old Jenna Pellegrini at a Farmington home in January 2017. Verville pleaded not guilty and faced trial in May of 2019. Prosecutors believe there are echo recordings capturing the attack on Sullivan and removal of her body that could be found on the server maintained by Amazon.com. They are requested information identifying cellular devices linked to the speaker. An Amazon spokesperson said Friday it won't release customer information without a valid and betting legal demand properly served on us. Last year, Amazon dropped its objects to an Echo search warrant in the death investigation after a suspect who owned the speaker agreed to release the information. And this story will be updated as this story progresses. We will keep you updated as we get more information into our newsroom. Operation Warm collects winter coats for New Hampshire kids in need. Let's take a listen to the video from WMER News 9, Mike Cherry.
And once again this winter, children in need will have a warm winter coat, and it's all thanks to the Manchester Fire Department. Firefighters officially kicking off Operation Warm at the Central Fire Station. They'll work with community partners to collect hundreds of coats. This year, the Brady Sullivan Group donating $10,000 to help with this annual effort.
This year, with this large donation, we're really very, very happy that we're going to be able to reach our goal and give the kids coats. Watching these kids get these coats is tremendous. The look on their face for the first time, they actually have a coat of their own.
And so far, Operation Warm has provided more than 1,500 coats to kids.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cool indeed. And a great cause as well. Driver hurt in crash on I93 North in Concord. Highway briefly closed. A woman was hurt Friday morning in a rollover crash on Interstate 93 in Concord. Police said the woman's pickup truck veered off the left side of the highway, overturned, and struck a tree near exit 17 at about 11:50 a.m. The 66-year-old victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries, police said. A medical helicopter was transported to bring the woman to a Boston hospital for treatment. Interstate 93 North was temporarily closed Friday in Concord after the crash. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Friday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this Friday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the red and went down. U.S. 10-year closed in the red and went down. And Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Dow drops more than 200 points on worries about slowing global economic growth. Stocks fell on Friday as further losses in oil prices sparked fears of global economic slowdown, but the major indexes still manage solid weekly gains. 5 dead after Northern California wildfires engulf vehicles, officials say. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Not so cute when they're angry. And we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Overnight, a fast-moving wildfire in Northern California exploding in size. Driven by winds in excess of 50 miles per hour, the so-called campfire is burning the equivalent of 80 football fields per minute, forcing the evacuation of entire towns. Reports of residents rescued from their homes and people abandoning their cars on clogged roads. Dozens evacuated from this hospital where at least one building was consumed by flames after reports that some people were trapped in the hospital's basement.
We've got 4 people trapped in the basement. Sounds like it's surrounded by fire. They're safe underneath, but they can't get out.
New video this morning showing the out-of-control inferno burning home after home.
We lost everything, trailers, all our belongings. Now we're on grinding rock just trying to save everybody else's stuff.
This firenado swirling amid a scorched part of Butte County. The fire chief there telling the Associated Press near 1,000 buildings could be damaged or destroyed in the town of Paradise alone. Our Will Carr is there.
Fire crews have been doing everything they can, but they ran into red flag warning conditions throughout the day. That means that these winds were incredibly high. There is low humidity, and there are bone-dry conditions out here. This is pretty much a perfect combination for these fire conditions, and this is what you see. This community has burned to the ground. Pretty much everything is gone.
This picture showing a McDonald's before the fire and after. Nothing left but the sign. These horses set free, but left behind to find their own way out. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And on Sunday at 9 p.m., exclusive event special with ABC News. Robert Roberts sits down with Michelle Obama. Becoming Michelle Obama with Robin Roberts. Let's take a look at the preview from ABC News.
An interview 8 years in the making. Sunday night at 9/8 Central on ABC. An interview 8 years in the making.
What do you wish you could tell your pre-White House self?
Whew. Michelle Obama, The Interview, exclusive.
For the first time, you are really opening up about a lot that people don't know.
A First Lady's journey, becoming Michelle Obama, with Robin Roberts, the television event special, this Sunday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that preview for the special on ABC on Sunday night at 9 p.m. And that did it for this edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Have a wonderful Friday night, everyone. I'll see you back here tomorrow with more news. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.